Welcome to my channel. Enjoy this video and subscribe my channel. 90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days, star Muniz claims something in his gut is telling him Ingrid is not with him for the right reasons. Brian is a ride-share driver and former wheelchair rugby coach in Brazil. Brian became quadriplegic after a hitman hired by an ex shot him in his spine. Brian had been dating Ingrid, a single mom of two, for 2 years online before they met in person during Before the 90 Days Season 7. Brian is hardly a few episodes old, yet he has been called a franchise villain for his actions toward Ingrid. She was upset after learning about his past, but after meeting him again in the upcoming episode, a clip from Extra shows Brian claiming that Ingrid is the one taking him for a ride. He tells her she kisses him like a grandma, even though she says she felt good. Brian says he wants to believe what Ingrid is saying, but what she is showing to him in her actions is not matching up. He was ready to do anything to be with Ingrid for the rest of his life. However, Brian admits there is something in his gut telling him she's not with him for the right reasons. Brian accuses Ingrid of not showing any feelings towards him, even though she accepted him and paid for their trip and the hotel. Brian tells Ingrid that she is not being real with her. A shocked Ingrid looks on as Brian accuses her of using him to get herself and her kids to the US. Ingrid lets out a laugh and seems to be getting ready to leave before the clip abruptly ends. What Muniz's accusation against Ingrid means for relationship. Brian doesn't think that he is the reason why Ingrid became so distant from him. She was excited about meeting him, but he made the wrong first impression by expecting her to put his catheter on for him and then wanting her to sleep with him. He further pushed Ingrid away as he ended up telling her his real age was 51 and not 45, as he had told her when they met. Brian also kept Ingrid in the dark about how he lost his ability to walk when his second ex-wife ordered a carjacking. Ingrid had no idea about Brian's past as a drug dealer and user. The final nail in the coffin was Brian revealing that he was still married to his fourth wife. Brian had been married 4 times and engaged multiple times before meeting Ingrid. While Ingrid chose to ignore all of his other red flags, this was something she couldn't digest. She wondered if he would also leave her after getting married. Moreover, Brian had lied about the extent of his disability and seemed to be looking for a nurse, not a romantic partner. Our take on Muniz, accusing Ingrid of using him. It was Brian who was using Ingrid, but he's now claiming that he is the victim. More than anything, what upset Brian was Ingrid refusing to sleep with him. Brian shouldn't expect Ingrid to have any feelings for him when all he has done was lie to her. It's not Ingrid who is in this relationship for the wrong reasons, but it's Brian himself. His attempts at gaslighting her were just Brian wanting Ingrid to feel sorry for him.